Hey guys, welcome back to another video on Hero Brain 737, and this one I'm going to be telling you guys my predictions, hopes and dreams for the end of Chapter 5, Chapter 2 coming back, and finally the start of Chapter 6. So with all of that, let's get into it. Alright then, so first let's go back to the end of Chapter 1, where obviously all the rockets hit the 0 point and then the black hole for 2 days. And then at the end of Chapter 2, there was a big Cube Queen fight, and then the island got flipped, or yeah, you know. Then in Chapter 3, the Chrome destroyed everything, taking us to Chapter 4. Then at the end of that, we went into time to Chapter 1, and now we're in Chapter 5. But basically, what I'm trying to get at is that every season ends with a big boss fight of whatever. But the question is, what is that going to be this season? And that is exactly what I'm going to tell you in this episode. Well, I think anyway. So, let's get to that. So first things first, we know Galactus is in the middle of the ocean, which kind of shows that he'll most likely some part to play in the event, otherwise it'd be a bit random. But the other guy there is probably Doctor Doom. Well, it is Doctor Doom. So I reckon Doctor Doom and Galactus will have a massive fight over 0 point, which Doctor Doom will find in a little lake near the middle of the map, and it'll be a huge battle. So. And I think after all of that, the 0 point will merge all the realities together and just bring back to Chapter 2 somehow. But the same as Chapter 1 OG, it'll be slightly different. There's a grapple blade and that, and it'll also be a little bit different. So let me tell you how Chapter 2 is going to go, in my opinion. So in my opinion, I think Chapter 2 is going to start in Chapter 2 Season 2, because this was the most popular season of maybe all time, and yeah, so I think the rest of the season is going to play it out the same as they did in 2020, but until Chapter 2 Season 5, because in that season, the 0 point was revealed from underground from Galactus fighting and that, so I think that's going to have a part on it, and because, when I said before, the reality is going to be mixed, because of what happened in Chapter 5 Season 4, I think that all the rest of the season in Chapter 2 are going to play out with a little twist, and the same as we saw in Chapter 1 OG, the live event will happen at the end of the season, at the end of the chapter. So I think at the end of Chapter 2 Season 8, the live event will happen, but the cube, instead of the map flipping, the cube could win maybe, and a whole original plan basically. And I think this will lead into the downtime leading to Chapter 6. It might be 2-3 days, maybe in 1 day. But we'll have to see, I guess. Here we go then, the final little segment of this video for the end. So I'm going to keep it quite brief for Chapter 6, so we don't know much about it because it's in 2-3 months. So I hope you find that more. And there'll be a new map obviously, but I hope there's a bit more than that, and maybe even a new game mode like Chapter 5 Season 1 did well. Added those 3 new game modes, but in Chapter 5 Season 2 it got quite boring and I kind of quit the game. I think quite a lot of people did, so it just got a bit repetitive and stuff. So I hope that they really pay attention to the storyline, why we get into Chapter 6, how we got into Chapter 6, other stuff like that. So hope they do more cool stuff like that. So, and there's another thing what I need to tell you about, that Siphon is actually coming back now in competitive, but I'm not sure about ranked. But I feel like if it comes back in ranked, a lot more people will play, I'll play, well, it'll be really cool. So I hope that happens. Right, and just final little bit from me, just say in the comments what you think of this video style, and what you think of stuff I've said, the predictions, and the Chapter 2, and the Chapter 5 and that. So I'm going to try to read as many comments as I can, so make sure to leave one. And that's pretty much all the time I've got for today. So I'll see you in the next one. Bye.
Wow.